Hello everyone. I've been tagged into the first aid kit 3 tag challenge by a Mr. Andy Rag. Thanks for that, Andy. Really appreciate it. So now I've got to show you the first aid kit. Now I'm not first aid trained. I know nothing about first aid at all. I struggle to even put a plaster on. So, you know, my first aid kit, this is probably going to be one of the shittest first aid challenges ever. First aid kit, this is it. 3 things in there. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't even take this everywhere I go. Or every time I go out, in fact. What we got? Excuse me. Ibuprofen. Some paracetamol. Scissors, bandage tape, alcohol prep pad. It's hard doing this with one hand. We've got that. I think you've got to use the tape to actually put that down. And a first aid guide. Which has quite a bit of different info in it. So yeah, there's something else I like to carry in my first aid kit, but it doesn't fit in the box. And that's this. I like to carry a bit of that, you know. A bit of medicine. Purely for medicinal purposes, to numb the pain. You know, a couple of beers generally as well. They all do well. But yeah. Paracetamol is one of my favourite things out of this. One of the 3 favourite things. I don't even think I have 3 favourite things, you know, I use paracetamol, that's about it. For hangovers, you know, you have a few too many on the night time, sitting around the fire. So yeah, and as I'm not a first aider, I'm going to say that this first aid guide is my next favourite thing, because I'm not trained. I don't know, you know, if you get a cut you put a plaster on, which by the way, I've noticed that I have no plasters left. They've all been used, so thanks to Andy Rag again, I'm going to have to go and replenish that. Ready for another outing. But like I said, I don't always take it. If I'm going out for a couple of nights, yeah, I'll take it. One night I tend not to take it. I know I should, but I don't. So yeah, paracetamol, the guide, and I'm going to say, for me, my 3rd favourite thing within this is these little tiny scissors. Just because it may be really handy for something. So yeah. That is my 3 things in my rather rubbish and untrained first aid kit. And I don't really take first aid too seriously, because like I say, I'm not a first aider and I've never had to use any of those things apart from paracetamol. But yeah, so I think one of the guys I've nominated is definitely, I think he was pretty much in the same boat until he had an accident. So you can't see his hair, can you, because of the bright light. Bright light! So yeah, I do apologise that sorry, I was just getting an email coming through there. It might seem unprofessional, but I'm not a professional, so I'm not going to pretend otherwise. Like I say, I've never personally had to deal with a big injury. You get the odd, little cut and scrape. You can deal with that sort of thing on a day-to-day basis. Even out in the field, you can deal with it. Stop the bleeding with a little bit of cloth or a bit of a rag and tie it around your finger if you needed to. But like I say, anything serious, and I would just be either getting to somewhere where I've got signal, and phoning for an ambulance if it was that serious, or if not, then helping the person get out to a point where we can get some help, and that's the thing. You've got to use your sort of common sense, don't you? And I mean, you can say, oh well, you haven't got much common sense when you didn't take a first aid kit out with you, do you? But yeah, I don't quite say it like that. I mean, I'm always careful. Like I say, I've never had to deal with an injury. I know they happen. As an example, my brother and a mate of mine went up. I think it might have been the Scottish mountain. I can't remember which. Because I don't really do mountains. But one of the lads, he broke his ankle. He just slipped a little slip, broke his ankle, and that was it. He was done for. So my brother had to go back down and get mountain rescue and take them back to where he was, on the mountain. So something like that. Obviously, I think they did actually try to get him down, but he couldn't put any weight on his ankle at all, and they weren't getting anywhere. So yeah, things like that. Yeah, you're just gonna go and get help. Certainly I would without being trained as my brother did. But yeah, I'm waffling. I'm absolutely, completely waffling. So yes, 3 things once again. Paracetamol, my first aid guide, and these scissors. Those are my 3 things, because those scissors could be very handy. So yeah, that's my 3 things, and the 3 people that I would like to nominate at this point to hopefully be a lot more professional than my first aid kit. The first one is Mancamper 66, Paul. He's the guy that, check his channel out, he's good, northeast lad. He went out, I think he was in the same sort of boat as me, wasn't really sort of, didn't feel the need to take his first aid kit, I don't think, on every sort of outing. And he had a little accident with an axe, just a small axe. Dug it into his hand. It's on one of his videos. You'll see it if you check his channel out. And I think from that moment, he's made sure that he's took a first aid kit with him. I think he's got a decent first aid kit there, I think, in case anything like that happened again. So, yeah, I suppose, you learn that way. It's the hard way, but yeah, And like I say, I mean, I wouldn't know if I put an axe through my hand, it would be a matter of basically tying a rag around it and then getting off, you know, down in some paracetamol, maybe some of that whiskey, and then getting off as quick as I could to find some help. So yeah, there's the first guy, Man Camper, 66, Paul, top bloke. Went out with him recently actually. Second is Cod Hunter Zero, Trev. I've been watching Trev since I started really. Tends to go out with Mick, the 12th Sagittarian, and a few of the other lads. There's like a bunch of them. They all tend to go out together. So let's check out Cod Hunter Zero, Trev. You'll like his channel. He's got a good channel. Doesn't actually do any cod hunting, so I don't quite understand that. Maybe he was once a fisherman. I don't know. Third, final, last certainly not least, is Northeast Bushcraft or Northeast Bushcrafter, Big John. Big John, get your kit out for the lads. So if we could see all three of your first aid kits, please, to put mine to complete shame. That would be great. So again, I'd like to thank Andy Ragg for nominating us for the challenge. Thanks, Andy. But something good has come out of it, which is basically I need to look at my first aid kit. I need to have a good proper look at it, because if something does happen, I need to be able to at least apply a few plasters to it, you know, and I can't even do that at the moment. So yeah, thanks again, cheers, and good luck lads, ta-da.